Good morning, children. Welcome to today's session. Did you ever watch whitewashing of houses? The painters apply a solution on the walls. After some time, milkiness or a whitish appearance created on the wall. See, this is a chemical reaction. The solution they use is that of calcium hydroxide. Means calcium oxide lime when dissolves in water, calcium hydroxide, a base is formed. When it applies on the wall, the first look a watery look. But afterwards, when it combines with carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, calcium carbonate is formed. It gives the whitish look to the wall. A chemical property of bases. Calcium hydroxide, a base, CaOH twice. When it reacts with the carbon dioxide, see the equation. CO2 carbon dioxide plus CaOH twice calcium hydroxide, commonly called slaked lime. Products are calcium carbonate and water. That is, bases when react with non-metal oxides, corresponding carbonates and water are formed. Non-metal oxides means oxides of carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, nitrogen, etc. All these are non-metal oxides. So when a base combines with such non-metal oxides, products are the corresponding carbonate and water. If you select calcium hydroxide CaOH twice, the product is calcium carbonate. If you select sodium hydroxide NaOH, it is sodium carbonate Na2CO3. The first important chemical properties of bases. The second property, when a base combines with the metals, not all the metals like zinc, aluminium, etc. See the equation. Zn plus NaOH, sodium hydroxide, a base. What are the products? Na2ZnO2, sodium zincate plus hydrogen. That is, commonly all the bases when combined with metals like zinc, aluminium, etc., the corresponding metal zincate or metal aluminate and hydrogen are formed. Remember, all the metals do not undergo this property. Metals like zinc, aluminum, etc. undergo this property. Reaction of bases with metals. So, two important chemical properties of bases. Number one, bases plus non-metal oxide products are corresponding carbonate plus water. Second one, bases with metals like zinc, aluminium, etc. We have indicators available in our lab to test the presence of acids or bases. Suppose we are planning to test the strength of acid or bases. How much strong the given acid? How much strong the given base? We have a universal indicator called pH. The pH scale can also help us classify solutions as acids or bases. pH means power of hydrogen or potential hydrogen. The more H plus ions, the lower the pH. the more acidic the solution. What does it mean? pH and acidic property inversely proportional. pH 1 means maximum acidic, pH 1. pH 6 less acidic. See the pH scale visible on the screen. Coloration also. pH 7 neutral solution. Below 7 acidic. Above 7 basic. pH 1 red, orange red, 2, 3, 5 when reaches color fades, pale yellow, 6 pale yellow, 7 whitish pale yellow mixing color. When it reaches to 8 blue coloration, color intensity increases. 14 reached means dark blue color. So what is the conclusion? pH 7 neutral, example blood, milk, etc. Below 7 acidic, and based on the intensity of the coloration produced on the pH paper, we can classify whether it is a strong acid or a weak acid. Means pH 1 orange red strongest acid, pale orange 5 weak acid. On the other hand, pH 8 light blue weak base, 10, 13 deep blue, dark blue, 14 dark blue, strongest base. Concluding, pH and acidic property inversely proportional, pH and basic property directly proportional. pH 1 maximum acidic, pH 6 less acidic, pH 8 less basic, pH 14 maximum basic. Thus, HCl pH 1 strongest acid, NaOH sodium hydroxide pH 14 strongest base. Okay. Now, when describing acids and bases, strength and concentration do not mean the same thing. Strength and concentration do not mean the same. Strength refers to the ability of the acid or base to dissociate in solution. On the other hand, concentration refers to the amount of acid or base dissolved in solution. Strength shows the ability to dissolve. Concentration shows the amount of solid, how much acid, how much base dissolved in the solution. And based on this, we can classify acids as strong and weak acids, also bases as strong and weak bases. That means, for example, hydrochloric acid HCl when dissolves in water, what is visible? HCl arrow mark H plus plus Cl minus, complete ionization, complete dissociation occur. So it is a strong acid. On the other hand, acetic acid, vinegar, is a weak acid. Why? Here partial dissociation only occur. Won't dissociate completely. So based on the dissociation, acids are of strong or weak, and bases also we have strong base as well as weak base. For example, sodium hydroxide when dissolves in water completely dissociates. So it is a strong base. Copper hydroxide when dissolves in water partially dissociate, partially breaking, partial breaking, complete breaking. Okay, so concentration as well as strength, two terms used to refer acids as well as bases. Strength, ability to dissolve, concentration, amount of acid or base dissolved in the solution. And make short notes after watching the video. That's all today. Thank you.